Hey guys, hope everybody's having a good night. I just wanted to pop out a quick video because I promised you that I would. And I see everybody everybody's out there and they're producing some really, really awesome content, and just like videos. And I think that that's like part of the fun of what we're doing. So I wanted to just drop a couple of things, like just some things that I use. Not that your guys' videos are already better than mine, but I just want to share like a few resources that I think you guys might be interested or you might not be. And then I also want you guys to share kind of like what you're doing, what you're using, and what your favorite app is in the comments below. Mrs. Senya has slid off to the gym for the second time today. She's going to contest prep because she's working super hard. So we're going to be coming back with a video together, possibly tonight, possibly tomorrow. She just left and it's a little bit later on, and she's been working pretty hard all day. But I just wanted to pop a quick one in there because I told you guys I would about some of the things that I use just to make some of these videos and kind of the way that I put it together. So there's two kind of like there's first of all, to record all those videos that you ever see me do is it's a GoPro 5, and this thing is awesome. There's a new one out. I think the new one out is 6, but like the 4 is even really good. Like you can get one used on Kijiji if you're interested. I'm just throwing this out there and let you know how I make mine for next to nothing. Also, like obviously phones and cameras these days are freaking phenomenal. So your phone is good as well. And I'm going to talk about a couple of apps that I've used on the phone that I really, really like as well. But it's just a little GoPro. It comes with one of those little mini SDs that I slip into here. And it's funny because I'm like that obnoxious guy, and sometimes I'll even take my tripod when it's quiet, and sometimes I can't because there's just too many people in there, and it's like a weird thing to put yourself out there. I've talked to a couple of the guys about it and do videos, right? Everybody's like so self-conscious, but um, for me, like it's a way to be able to connect to you guys. It's a way to hold myself accountable to you guys, and it sometimes it slows down my workout a little bit or whatever, but at the same time, like I love doing it. Of course it's a great promotional tool for Antihero. Let's not like lie here, right? I post a ton of content. I'm making another exercise video a little bit later on, but yeah, just a simple GoPro is what I usually use. Comes with the case. This thing's been down like 150 feet scuba diving with me. It's been all over the world. Senya actually bought it for me as a birthday gift, and at first I was like, "What am I going to use that for?" And honestly, like best investment I ever made. You don't need to get a brand new one. Um, Batteries are relatively cheap. You can pick them up on eBay, or you can just pick them up used because there's lots of people who are selling theirs. And truth of the matter is that the version 5 is like 4K. And the version 4 works too, and the version 3 works too, and the version 2 works too. And then if you're in a position where you wanted to grab something that's nice, it's really good for photos, time lapses, and this is what I produce like 90% of my content with the exception of maybe like the drone. I don't like using I like it because you can just position it in different angles and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I typically use for taking photos. Although Senya and I we'll bring the iPad and we'll use the phone sometimes too. But I just find that it like records in a different ratio. And then there's two applications that I use. One of which is free, but you have to hunt it down in the internet to find it. And it's called Windows Movie Maker. And the reason why I really like it is that it's like so easy to use. And that's what I produce a lot of those quick like 1 minute workout videos. And it might seem intimidating at first, but it's really not. It's just like, you click, delete, cut, and you can just kind of like cut. And then there's a little option at the top that you can just kind of stream everything together with, and you can add your own music to, and you can like slow things down. And it's a pretty basic tool. It's an old application, but the best thing about it is it's completely free, and that is called Windows Movie Maker. And it might take a little bit of hunting on Google. It's out of service. They don't do updates for it anymore, but Windows Movie Maker is a really, really good one too. There's another one that I use as well, which is similar, and these things are extremely unintimidating to use. So I literally like I have this, and this is why I like the camera. But another thing that you could always do is plug your phone in with a USB and pull it right off your phone if you just want to use your phone. Another one that I use is I use a program called Filmora Wondershare, and it's kind of like it's like a lower level thing. And there's like the free version, and there's another version. And I would never suggest that you were to do this, but if you were to Google on YouTube how to get the free version of Filmora Wondershare, it might be very easy to do. And I would never suggest that because, of course, that would be illegal. But there's that option too. If but I don't condone it. Anyway, I'm gonna get myself into trouble here. But yeah, Wondershare Filmora. It's really good application. It's a little bit cleaner, and the beautiful thing about Wondershare Filmora and the other one is that they're super super easy to use. And they like right now, I just use a PC mostly, like my laptop. Senya has the nice iMac, and of course, one thing that's really really good about Apple, and another like really really easy to use application for making movies is what's it called again? Apple um, iMovie. iMovie is super super easy to use, and then if you have an Apple device and you're taking your videos with iMovie, it's really 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 easy to kind of like stream them all together and come up with some really really cool stuff. They've got some presets in there that are just like you literally click, point, add the text, and I see a lot of you guys are already doing that, and you guys are probably using a bunch of applications too that I don't even know about. So I'd love to hear what you guys think too, of course. Yeah, I iMovie is super simple to use, and it's something that incorporates with your Apple device, whether that's an iPad or whatever else, and it's completely free as well. There's also one application that sometimes I haven't been using it lately, but I used to use it quite a bit for making advertisements, and it goes together really, really well. And of course, I've forgotten the name right now. I might have to grab my iPhone and take a look. Ripple, 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 and it's really good for making slideshows. It's super easy to use. Again, you can use it. It's more like a picture kind of slideshow thing, but it's called Ripple. I think it's Ripple, 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 or maybe Ripple, and it's just an app for iPhone. I'm pretty sure it's on Android too, and it works really well for creating like professional, semi-professional looking advertisements. There's a free version of it, and then there's the paid version, which is like 15 bucks a month. But I think if you have an iPhone or you use like Apple devices, your best bet is probably going to be Apple Movie, or sorry, it's been a long day. I need some sleep. It would be yeah, Apple iMovie. That's a really really good one too. So as I said, I just use this. Slips out. I have a little adapter that takes these little mini USBs, and I plug it into there. And it's super easy to use, and it's super fun to put together. I think like if you could take one thing away from this whole experience is that um, your time at the gym is your time at the gym. And I remember when I started doing it, I used to be so self-conscious of taking movies, but the truth of the matter is that who cares? You know what I mean? Like, and and nobody has the right to judge, and nobody has the right to say anything anyway. So, and I'm not saying that you have to do movies. It's not a component or anything that's like compulsory for this challenge. But I'm trying to share like a little bit of the tools that I use, and then I want to know what the tools are that you guys are using because I see some pretty cool stuff coming together pretty quick, and I like it. So yeah, that's kind of my little go-to. Your phone can also plug into there, and you can use those two applications that I talked about as well if you're interested in that. But I know there's always like new technology and new stuff that's coming out. So once again, this is also like a movie. I'm asking you guys. I want to know what you guys are using for your advertisements because we, of course, doing what we do, we have to do a ton of marketing and a ton of advertising, and that's one way that we do it. Also, of course, if anybody's judging me, I do have a black eye. It's from jujitsu. It's not a tough guy thing because I'm not a tough guy. Of course, if I'm rocking one of these, train with a lot of really cool guys at Go Fitness, and sometimes little things happen. So it's not me getting into street fights or causing trouble downtown. It's just it's part of the game, doing what's a really really cool sport with a bunch of guys who I consider family. So anyway, as I said, I digress. I wanted to make this a super quick, short movie, and I want to know what you guys are doing, how you guys are doing your films, and what applications you like best. And once again, not compulsory at all. But if you know, I know it can be a little bit weird, but I think like as I always talk about, it's kind of cool to step outside your comfort zone. Like that's what makes this whole experience a little bit more fun. And if people, you know, if people kind of give you the look or whatever else, then that's their problem, man, because they're not having as much fun as we are anyway. So, or maybe they are, but I'm just saying, nobody has the right to judge you and do your own thing. And it's kind of cool. It's kind of fun putting yourself out there, and it's also like a good way to hold yourself accountable the same way that it helps us hold us accountable to you. And those are a couple of the tools that I do it with. So I hope you guys are having an amazing night. Plank challenge today killed me. Thank you for that, Stephanie. I might do it before the workout tomorrow, but you guys are animals. I don't. honestly, like that 2 minute plank, I use jujitsu as an excuse. And I did do a workout earlier. See, I'm still using excuses, but killed me. And I just like, I love what our community has become. And I know Senya does too. And I know she appreciates it too. And I'm having a lot of fun. And thanks for all that you guys do. And thanks for your contributions. And thanks for your videos. And thanks for your posts. And I love the family that we're building together. And Senya and I love you guys. So I hope you all have an amazing night. And don't forget to post below what you guys are using, what you're doing, and what your favorite way to make your gym videos are. Or if you guys have any barriers that you're kind of worried about and you're looking for advice, like how can I do this without feeling weird? I'd love to open a discussion on that too. And once again, in no which way, shape, or form are you required to ever do a video. It's just something that's fun to do, and I see you guys are doing them. So I wanted to share a little bit of what I got going on, and I want to know what you guys have going on too. I hope you all have an amazing night. I've got a little bit of work to do before I go to bed, some new programs that I've got to get done the next couple of days, and just I've got to get ready for the next challenge. I've got to create a welcome email with Senya for the next challenge that has all the resources, so that's coming along the lines too. You guys have an amazing night, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Thanks for all you do. Ciao for now.